Hey, how's it going? My name's Trey. I'm a dad of four and a real estate investor. And every day I write down lessons for things that I'm learning in business with my family and faith. So I wanted to share these with you. I call them real estate and real life lessons. So here's one for today. It's from my daily email. It's called I Changed the Batteries in My Scoreboard. Real estate has a scoreboard, football has a scoreboard, and so does parenting. And I've learned the hard way that if I'm not training with intention, I start losing in everything. I think we all have an inner scoreboard, but if we don't have a training regimen like professional or Olympic athletes, we start to slack. And eventually, we shove that inner scoreboard in the back of the junk drawer. You know, the one with chapstick that's used, paper clips, two screwdrivers, sticky notes, and those readers that aren't strong enough, but you keep using them because you can't find the new ones. For me, when life started kicking my butt with things I couldn't control, I got ashamed of my external scoreboard. That shame spiraled into depression, drinking too much, and weight gain. My goal now for each day is simple: dust off that inner scoreboard because it still works. There's just a few light bulbs out. I've realized that grit was something that I had lost. And I don't want my kids growing up whining and complaining when life doesn't go their way, especially if I'm not modeling these very traits that I want them to live by. My pride in the past has been a blind spot sometimes and a stumbling block. Not the pride of thinking that I was necessarily better than anyone else, but the pride of always thinking that I'm right or wanting to be right or half listening just so that I can maybe craft a response to sway someone my way or to my opinion. That's why I need a community. Not to be a lone wolf, but to be sharpened, to both invest in my experiences with others and to be open to correction, feedback, and the occasional hard truth that gets me back on track. Let's put fresh batteries in that inner scoreboard. Let's control what we can control and let the rest of the chips fall where they may. Philippians 3:13 through 14 reminds me that forgetting what is behind and straining forward toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal. That's my commitment. My kids don't need a perfect dad. They need a present one who shows them how to keep showing up when life gets tough. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, where you are now isn't the end of your story, but how you show up today decides where it goes from here. Keep building.